Hey, it's GameDeco time again, and today we're checking out Alpha Protocol, which is a game that I've had in my Steam library for a very long time, and in my playlist for a lot longer, basically since I read about it in like Xbox Magazine or Game Informer or something like that, or like originally when it was kind of being announced and talked about. And I've never gotten around to playing it, in part because I didn't realize it had controller support, and I much prefer controller support for games in general, especially kind of like third-person shooters. So let's give it a shot. Easy is for measy. Okay, so I know that there's like a lot of talk about this with it being an RPG, so I don't know, this might turn into a multiple part video just to see how things progress, but let's take a look at some of these different histories. I like that idea. It's kind of like, you know, picking your star sign in Morrowind. Decorated for service in armed forces, your commanding officer felt the general infantry was a waste of your potential. Your natural language talent and quick wit caught the attention of a recruiter. No stranger to covert operations, you've spent the last several years working for the U.S. State Department on overseas assignments, capable of being a charismatic presence one moment and an inconspicuous shadow the next. You're always the agent on location, never the one hiding behind a desk. Technical specialist, having made a mockery of every aptitude test sent your way. Wow, you finished PhD before you could buy alcohol. While the CIA initially hired you to design cutting-edge electronics, being cloistered in a lab proved unsatisfying. Fearless in birth, and the only thought that ever caused you an ounce of panic was the thought of a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, don't we all have that? After a remarkable college career, you vanished off the radar for an unknown world to make your fortune. I like field agents the best. Okay, let's see. This Sega, yes. Thank you for presenting this. Okay, that was like the same guy straight up like 2 seconds later in the plane window. Okay, we went over this already. Feel like the plane's gonna get blown up, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Funny enough, it kind of gives me Ghost Squad vibes for the plane mission of Ghost Squad.
News will have more on this story as it develops.
Uh-oh. Slender Man.
If anyone is to blame for these events, Mr. Thornton, it is you. Alpha Protocol began here.
Tanner from Driver 3. Is that you? Oh no, my head.
I feel like I've been hit by a freight train.
There we go. Okay. This is me. This is the famous Mike. He has a great haircut. Oh, okay. Pick up the PDA. Yes. We use those.
Good, you're awake.
Good, you're awake. When speaking with somebody, you'll enter a timed conversation. Choose a stance. Suave, aggressive, professional, and sometimes an action. Okay.
I wasn't sure how long you'd be under. Those tranquilizers wore off fast.
Where am I?
You're locked in our medical bay. And when the guards find out you've regained consciousness, they'll put you under again.
Don't want that. Any reason why you're helping me?
Mina. Let's just say I'm not a fan of the indoctrination procedure here.
All the more reason to leave then.
And how do you propose to do that? You're locked in. There's a guard outside. Eventually he's going to come check on you. And when he
Guess
does...
I'll use the distraction.
Can you distract the guard? Unlock the door.
I could. A glitch in the security panel in the hall outside
Okay,
might do it.
your tablet's super messed up.
Make too much noise when you leave.
It's like splitting the
you might take him by
RGB.
surprise while he's checking it. Disabling the security system now.
Okay.
The door should be unlocked.
I actually don't really know what to do. Is it this door? Okay, that's crouch. cool. Okay. He has a little cute little run. Oh. Take down. Yeah. Oh. You didn't need that throat, did you? Okay, should I carry the body somewhere? No? Okay. It's not like fully Splinter Cell in that way, I guess. Okay, can't touch that door. Came out of that door. Look at the cute little doop 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 doop. Can't get over that. Oh no.
Fuck's sake. Somebody get me another egg.
Deactivate. Okay. Oh goodness. A puzzle. Use L to move between the circuits. Tap circuits in numerical order. Clipping the wrong circuit will decrease the time left. Sure. We'll give...
Now.
You need to shut off the alarm. The panel's on the wall. Do a bypass on it.
Okay. That didn't work. Why is this so hard? 1, 2, 4. Okay.
Careful.
Yeah, first time.
Probably have a guard in the lobby.
It actually looks pretty nice. I mean, this game came out in like, I think like 2007, 2008. Looks pretty good. Okay, we got a guard over there. Very boring music. Very, very boring music, which I'm a fan of. Okay, interesting. A just kind of constantly makes you restand up.
It's on.
There you are, Mike. Gotcha.
Okay. Deactivate the alarm. I do like it how I've been playing for like 2 seconds. I've already blown my cover. Like that lady didn't even need to help me at this point. Can I have a big boy gun now instead of the little cutesy trank darts? Heal. Heal what? Me? Heal. There. Heal? Oh, okay, maybe I'm fine. Okay, I do get got shot in the face with a trank dart, so like that sucks.
Watch out for cameras. If they spot you or you destroy them, they'll sound an alarm.
Ooh, interesting to have it be that you can't destroy them either. It's a different take than like Splinter Cell. I played Undetected recently, and that was lots of fun, but that was very much my first kind of like top-down sort of Metal Gear Solid-esque stealth game. Very different than something like this, obviously. And I, you know, kind of wasn't experienced.
Wake up so fast. You just got here.
Who cares? We'll just put him under again.
There we go. Cool. I kind of wasn't experienced with it because I've really only played like Splinter Cell before. And this is very much more of that ilk, but it's interesting to have it be also the RPG aspect as well. It definitely adds something a little more to it. Even so far, being able to kind of pick stats and those kinds of things is a lot of fun. Nope. 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 Okay. Okay. We have so far not been sneaky whatsoever. What if my controller that I'm using sucks for this? That's super different if your controller has like more sensitive triggers or not. If I was using my Xbox One controllers, I think that would have been a lot less sensitive and touchy.
Any sign of our new
Oh.
arrival? No sign of him yet.
Wow. Martial arts, TM.
Careful, Mike. Truck coming in. And guards at the exit. Try to stay out of sight if you can.
I just can't get over Mike. Like, James Bond, you know, James is like a product of its time very much. But like Mike? I don't think Mike even has a last name. Just Mike. Mike to all his friends. Oh, come on, man.
You've done it now, Mike. Too bad for you.
Okay.
Mike, get out of there.
Yeah. Mike, stop tripping the alarm every 10 seconds. You're literally the worst agent. I don't know why I'm helping you. I like the light streams. Look at those. Like the God rays kind of in the dust. That's great. Okay, I'm not going to deal with the alarm this time. It's sort of pointless at this point. Okay, that was neat being able to get both of them at the same time there. Those guys just despawned. Great. Works for me. Find 2 passwords hidden in the data stream. Okay. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. What? Okay. I don't even know how to do this. What? There we go. There's one that's not moving. There we go.
End of the line, Mike. Give it up.
End of the line, Mike. I don't think it's ever gonna not be funny.
All right, Mike, that's enough.
Okay, is this gonna be like this was some training?
That's enough. I think that's my line. What the hell's going on? Why did you drug me?
We need to get the location of this facility confidential, especially if you got kidnapped and questioned.
Okay, dismissive.
You could use some lessons in hospitality. I'll forgive you this time.
Gracious of you.
It's kind of like a spy Mass Effect, eh?
So this is how the conversation is gonna go. You, me, video screen.
Yep. I'm gonna ask you some questions, run you through some more tests, then you and I can talk. Face to face. That make you feel better?
I'm ready. What tests?
Not physical, if that's what you're thinking.
No, I figured that was all done while I was unconscious.
And then some. We ran your blood work, checked your vitals. You seem healthy. Just one thing we should check.
Don't eat any
Your sun
cheeseburgers.
profile. Your file's got a lot of gaps in it. A lot more than I usually see in field agents. Those gaps were hard to fill.
I thought those records were buried.
We're pretty good at digging.
The ops needed to be done. Whatever they were.
Looks like they were sad to see you
Do
go.
you not
and
also,
probably happy at the same time.
remember them?
But you wouldn't be a good field agent if your boots didn't get dirty. That's it. Now I'm gonna let you out of the pen here and meet the rest of the crew.
Give me the mission.
I prefer an assignment, not a meet and greet.
How about you earn it first? And that means following orders, got it? The rest of the crew will take it from here.
Mike's just totally like, okay, great. That's new. Okay, cool. So now what do I need? I think I do need... Evasion provides a panic button for sneaking. If the enemy is about to spot you, evasion will activate on its own and give you a brief moment of invisibility. Yeah, let's do that. That seems useful. So perks, professional. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Sounds good. Confirm.
Big ass screen.
It's like a, 72-inch TV right there. We could watch the big game on that. Do I have to still sneak now? I doubt it, right? Because we're friends? No? I guess.
No weapons past this point.
Okay, mister. Sorry I shot all of your friends in the face with the darts. What if I hit them in the eye? Like, the liability for this training situation is completely off the charts.
You don't have clearance to come in here.
You don't have clearance to go in there. That's why you're standing outside, huh? Use the locker to change appearance. After using the locker, proceed to the orientation or return to the interrogation room for your mission. That is cool. Yeah, 5 o'clock shadow. Okay, do we got some cool Mission Impossible 2 glasses? That's cool. We'll do it.
Orientation's not mandatory. You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
Yes.
Oh, is orientation me just practicing the same things that I already did? Probably. This is interesting so far.
Anybody shooting in here?
I love it how he's gone to
Agent
like
Thornton.
actually be very
Hello.
casual.
Hey.
Mike
Hey, you're the one I
Thornton.
spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name? Or do I need to write it down?
This is Mina.
Mina, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Good to see you've recovered from the
Woo.
medical room with your memory intact.
Memory intact? Speaking of which, I don't remember where I left my keys or my passport.
Confiscating personal items is quite routine. I wouldn't worry about that. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and test your accuracy.
Okay, professional.
All right, what's the next step?
And the one thing that this is doing that I
The
don't
standard
love.
field agent package
Oh.
includes a pistol, SMG, shotgun, and assault rifle.
Okay.
Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Good aim.
Really? There was 4
Steady your
shots
aim
and 2
for
of
a
them
few
missed.
seconds. Let you get a feel for the recoil.
Okay. Okay, I can handle that. Interesting to not have a reticle
Now
when
take
you're
cover.
in like fully third person. Take cover. Okay. Blind fire. Nice. So one thing in the cutscenes that this is doing that I don't love is when games have you select an option and then it's still spoken out, because for me that kind of ruins the pace. I had a really big problem with that in Cyberpunk. I feel like it just doubled the length of every conversation. I much prefer a more Bethesda game style where you choose the option and then it just is already like, it's like you said it. I think that puts me more into the game and it doesn't like interrupt the pace nearly as much, which I appreciate. Obviously, this is not the same for everybody. And boom. Okay. Interesting aiming system with the little like, you know, it circles in to get a little more accurate.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now.
All right. Is somebody out on the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
Darcy? Who the hell is that?
Our tech instructor. Very insecure.
Good luck, he can try.
Oh, he will.
Does he
Repeatedly.
not know when to quit?
We met each other
Since he knew you were
5
talking
minutes
to me,
ago.
Mike, he was in here in a second, in case he saw you as a challenge for my affections. It's like a cage match with you boys.
Affections.
Am I? A challenge, I mean.
If you have to ask, Thornton, then there's your answer. All right, let's see here.
That's funny. I love how there's just a picture of her on the wall behind. Misses, -36. Okay.
Satisfactory enough for Westridge, I think. You
Yeah.
can give it another run if you want.
Let's get me some satisfactory
free.
results. I think I'm gonna need the gadget orientation.
Mikey, be with you in a moment. I'm just setting some things up here.
Ooh.
I'm Sean Darcy.
Swap.
I'm gonna be running you through tech orientation.
Sounds good. So you've been with Alpha Protocol for a while?
Sure have. Although you seem to have gotten my next assignment.
No hard feelings, I hope.
You kidding? Alright, that should be the last of the setup on my end. I'm glad you finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
That's
A good
super
agent's
true.
ready for anything, Mikey. But enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer.
I like the idea that you can just like flirt with
I'll
everybody.
be doing
Very
your
Mass Effect.
evaluation, too.
What's that out there? Used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery.
Okay. Boom. These are very small concussion rounds.
All right, now how about something more challenging?
Devices.
Hey, Thornton, wait up. I want to talk to you.
all right on the basic run. You looking to give it another shot, Mikey?
Maybe some other time, Darcy. I just want to get out of here and get my assignment.
You're lost then. I thought you might be scared. I mean, I don't really blame you. It's a big world out there, full of risks.
I'm not scared, Darcy. I'm bored. If this is all you've got to teach me, then I need to move on anyway.
This is a restricted area. The vending machines are down the hall and to the right.
I'm here for espionage training.
Westridge's new recruit. Good. There's no time
Got
to
our
waste.
very own
So,
Q here.
Orientation. You are familiar with the premise of an obstacle course, I assume?
Yes.
Excellent. And I don't need to explain. Up the
You'd
ladder is
super
the
hope
training area.
this-
The first test is navigating through the environment.
You'd super hope
without
that this
being
guy
detected.
who's like been a spy
You're
for a while
naturally facing
would be familiar with an
large
obstacle
challenges
course.
against the agents here.
Pretty
Anything else I should
basic
know about
stuff.
running this course?
Yes. I suggest you do it quickly. And talk.
Let's see how I do with this, because last time was not very good. Boom. Hey, that was a lot better.
Always check your surroundings for cameras. We can't have you appearing on the nightly news.
Yeah, that would be bad.
The key to stealth is timing. Pay attention to camera
You
movements
pay
and
attention.
exploit their blind spots.
I needed to let me hop over things. I have not figured out if there's a mantle yet. Oh man.
Your score is based on several factors. Sorting the numbers.
How
now.
ominous looking. Minigames failed.
Good.
Yeah, it's funny.
Not the best I've seen, but it'll suffice. Okay.
I love it how
So
everybody's
we're
like,
ready again?
yeah,
No,
like,
I don't
we're
think so.
second doubting,
Very well, I'll log
you
your
know.
results.
What do you actually do here?
My
I'm
primary
so
role is
rude
intelligence
to
analysis,
everybody.
But at times, I serve as a handler during sensitive missions.
So you've been on a lot of Alpha Protocol ops.
Key ones, yes. I was involved in the events leading up to your assignment, in fact.
How?
I took on the role of a contractor, an accountant. Money is one of the easiest ways to track events. It often leaves the best fingerprints.
So you're a
Super
spy.
true.
I'm an observer. I rarely take action. But the smallest event, if analyzed incorrectly or acted on improperly, could have great repercussions.
Yep.
And that's where I come in. To interpret events.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado? That kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliche. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain
The writing
prices,
is
and
like 80s
repercussions
James
of these
Bond.
events, getting
It's
agents
very
the information they need to put fires
surface
out before they
level in a
rage out
very
of control.
amusing way.
That is my job.
So when I'm in the field, my orders come from you or another analyst. My job is what? To listen?
My
Yes.
job is
It's
to
a numbers
listen.
game.
Yeah, kinda.
Decisions must be made quickly. Political equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
Yeah, okay, that
I
seems
thought
about right.
we were mostly mission-driven.
We are.
I thought we were
Maybe you will see
mission
the
driven.
effect that
You've
even
been
seeming
here
minor
for an
interactions
hour.
have on the structure of a mission.
You woke up from
Carry
like
the
being
logic one
drugged
step
an
up.
hour ago,
And
dude.
it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
You like working here?
My responsibilities don't account for that, nor should they.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
I was actually just trying to make conversation.
You're
Why would that be an
terrible.
excellent deduction?
Because, Agent, Alpha Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our
Okay, I'm
communication
gonna
lines, and
leave.
protecting our global positioning.
That's all I wanted to ask. Hope I didn't take up much of your time.
He's so
You did.
rude to
It was
everybody.
productive.
Like even like the suave options. So
Agents,
maybe the RPG
really
aspect is not
listen
quite
to
as
the
deep as
analyst's
it could be. I also look like the guy from Headhunter. Cool to have like a whole facility to kind of engage with though. So then enough training. Let's do a mission, I guess.
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you'll learn.
He's very like attempts
Have
to be
admit, I was
witty.
worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
I can't let you train me if I don't put you through the paces too.
Yeah, I
Fair
totally
enough.
knew it
It'll
all
be a good
the entire
excuse to up the
time.
morning drills around here. Got your evaluation back on the tech portion of your training. Even so, I suggest a refresher course, either here or on the field. These numbers aren't good. Mina's report says you might need more practice on the gun range, but you're probably still shaking off the drugs we gave you.
I'll do better next time, believe it.
I promise not to drug you, unless you get too full of yourself. And we need
I
to bring you
love
back to the level
love
of normal
how
folks.
the guy was like, yeah,
Another mediocre
your scores were
evaluation on
awful,
espionage
bro.
skills from Parker. Not even a note. The numbers, though, suggest a bit more training out in the field. It's best not to get spotted if you can help it. Looks like that's
Yeah,
it for the
sorry,
physical
you spent like $1
evaluation.
million
Now for the hard
kidnapping
part.
me, bringing me here,
Tell me
training
why
with
you're
people.
here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work, but you volunteered.
Did I
Usually we have
did I
to ask.
volunteer?
You ever had an intern position at a government agency?
I have.
Need I say more? All my exercise was moving papers from desk to desk.
But I thought we
I'm
were
here to do
already a
work, not sit back
spy.
and manage it. I
That's
wanna
not
be out where the
consistent with your
action is.
background,
I wanna
mister.
make a difference.
What makes you think you're ready? Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here, and you're not convincing me.
My opinion isn't important. Yours is.
Not out in the field, and not when you're dealing directly with others. Then your opinion is all that counts. Beyond
This guy's
guns,
just
tagging,
so great
sneaking
at like
around in
BSing the
dark,
teacher.
There's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of it. The way you talk to people, your attitude. That's what we're going to discuss now.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
Yeah.
No, believe it or
You're a
not, you're not
jerk.
here because you're a people person. You're here because your site profile says you're skilled at manipulating others.
Was that a compliment?
You'll see. The way you project yourself.
The voice
definitely
acting
affects
doesn't
what
have a
people
lot of
think you
gravitas in
and your
it,
reputation will.
so
And if I want to impress them?
it's kind of a
You
little
don't
bit
always
like,
want to or need to.
is that a
Having
compliment?
good or bad rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits.
Very
Sometimes you want to
monotone.
piss someone off so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a strong rapport with someone and talk your way out of a bad situation.
See, I like that.
All
I like
depends on your
I like that
objective.
idea for
This
RPG
goes for
games.
your
I think that's a
handlers as
really
well.
good
We're going to be
way
sending
to
you
be able
a
to
lot of
handle things. I
dangerous
think it's very
places,
fun.
and
That's my
you'll
way
be
of playing
back
like
to someone
Dungeons and
who
Dragons.
talking
Is
to
very
you
much
about your
like,
headset.
oh, there's a baddie
How
with
you
a
treat them is
big
going to have an
axe or
effect on
whatever,
the success of
and
your mission.
So
I'm
if I
over here
piss
trying
them
to talk
off,
to them.
No.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want. I didn't realize this was an acting gig.
No, again, there are no bad choices, just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude.
That is
before they
interesting
meet
how
you.
things might
They may
stack
have a
up.
preconceived notion of how you're going to
I'm just
treat
gonna
them,
flirt with Darcy a
which can affect
whole
their
lot, just
reaction.
Oh, maybe they should
continuously.
take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems
There's-
to be able to spare.
there's no
especially during a conversation.
Real you
Although that
though,
can be a
because you're a
plus.
spy.
If I need a
Here,
breather to assess the situation, right?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to someone. So if you need to get your second win before a fight, making small talk can buy you time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can. So if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem to have the basics down.
I'd rather skip the pep talk and get started.
I'm done with
Fair
this.
enough. Meet me in the command center, and I can give you a proper mission briefing.
Good. Because I'm sick of this room.
Trust me, Mike. If it was up to me, you'd never see this interrogation cell again.
If it was up to me,
Recognize him?
That
Lots
Sheikh
of,
Ali Shahid, the voice
like
of
Splinter Cell
Al-Salam.
Blacklist vibes.
They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East.
Yeah, he got his hands on some.
I kind of thought
prototype
this was
high-tech
like
technology.
months later,
The missile
months
with a
ago.
multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's
I must have
Ladder.
misunderstood that first
That
cutscene.
airliner was his first target.
Specs and shadiness of this whole thing aside, how did Shahid get his hands on that missile?
Missiles. He's got more. He stole them from Halbeck, and we need them back before he gets any more trigger happy. Then we want you to kill him.
You know where he is.
No, but that'll be part of your
Definitely,
mission in the Middle East.
definitely love
find
the
missiles, then find him and take him out.
You
American
don't want him
set
to be
game,
alive.
you know, American
If he
counter
cooperates,
espionage
sure,
set
bring
game
him in.
is getting
On
some
the
good
off chance he tries to kill you,
anti-Middle Eastern
they put a
propaganda
bullet
in
his
here.
head.
That's always
Put my years in
nice.
charm school to use.
All right, then pack your gear.
It's not quite a
You're
Call of
heading to
Duty though,
Saudi
is it?
Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in spirit, and on video and
He'll be
radio
there in
we need
spirit.
an
No,
agent.
don't
I
take
just
them. They're a
got here.
terrible airline.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss
you
this place.
literally
I
woke
doubt
up
it.
like 2 hours
I'll
ago.
contact you when you reach Saudi Arabia.
Literally like 2 hours. Okay, I got 18 objectives. That's good. I do love the idea that I could have gotten cash acquired on that mission because I would just be like pickpocketing the cards of my employer.
Care to explain how Halbeck lost its missiles?
Old news. An accounting error.
The missiles. You didn't lose them, did you?
Angry, Mr. Thornton? Because of what happened in Saudi Arabia.
The plot thickens.
Mike, can you read me? I'm getting lots of interference.
Lucky for me, seeing your face at this size is bad enough.
Maybe you'd better save your smart-ass comments for a time when I give a shit. Finding Shahid is your primary objective. Trouble is, we don't know his location.
Nice looking zoom call there. Got the blurred background going on.
Believed to have sold the missiles to Shahid, and he's currently operating in Saudi Arabia. If you can intercept him, maybe he can tell you where Shahid is, or guide you to the missiles.
Okay.
Do we have anything else on Nasri?
Nothing more than what's in his dossier. If you can manage to make any contacts and find out more, we'd welcome it. We also tracked down the location of an airfield Shahid used
Place
in the
is
past.
nice.
If you can sneak in and plant a listening device, we may be able to track flight Shahid is using to move through Saudi Arabia.
And the third lead?
We've got the coordinates of an Al-Samad detention camp, also used as a stockpile for weapons. We suspect the missiles may be stored there.
Ooh.
Any backup, sir?
Just Darcy on the comm.
Any
Yeah.
backup, sir?
Once again, nice God rays here.
We'll want you to go in alone, recon the area, and shut down their radar and
Ooh,
communications.
what a fancy
Once
bathtub.
that's down, we can call in air support and hit the camp hard.
No pressure.
Hey, look,
And
reflections.
no backup. Get used to it. It's the job. You check out your new home yet? It's got some perks you might be interested in.
I want the weapons.
Anything beyond the weapons locker?
Thought that might hold your attention.
It did? Anything else?
A computer with a hub connection so fast you'll feel like you're going back in time.
What, to the Stone Age? Please.
You can do dossier research, encrypted emails, and if need be, access some of
That's
the weapons
pretty
dealers
neat,
in the
actually.
area. That'll be done on your own dime, however, using whatever funds you can find in Saudi
Understood.
Arabia.
I understand, sir.
That's
We
interesting,
wouldn't
like
want
having that be
protocol
kind of
tied to any
more
weapons
sandbox-esque.
trafficking in the Middle East.
Exactly.
You get to like change how you approach things.
When you're ready to head out, just use the front door or access the missions from the main terminal. I'll have already uploaded all the mission specs to your PDA. You can review them at any time.
Alright, so is that it?
Bye.
Westridge. Great. Home sweet home.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. So I'm remembering something from that I read like really early on about this, being that it has a huge amount of like gun customization aspect to it as well, to really help you design for a mission. That's pretty cool. Casual attire. Okay, yeah, you got full like. It is very much like a just a RPG in that way. You choose how you actually engage with the world. Access computer. Okay, that's how you can buy new weapons. Is that me getting somebody ringing my doorbell? Okay, so bug the airfield, investigate the weapons stockpile, or intercept the arms dealer. Let's investigate.
What's up, Mikey? Problems already?
Just checking in. Had some questions about the mission and Alpha Protocol.
And you called me instead of Westridge? Lucky me.
Been with Alpha Protocol long?
Longer than you, so yeah, long enough.
There a problem?
I was just curious how you managed to get this mission instead of me. But if you don't want to tell me, that's fine too.
I don't remember asking for it so much as it being dumped in my lap.
So there wasn't even a discussion? I heard there was a chance I could have gone.
Never came up in conversation?
Huh. Alright. I thought you might have convinced Westridge not to send me. Guess I was wrong.
Sounds like you're gonna be my handler when I infiltrate the Al-Samad camp.
Yeah, I got stuck hand-holding you. Hope that's not a problem.
Nothing's wrong, just making sure we're good.
Wow, everybody's just so hostile.
Orientation's one thing, a mission's another. People think I have an attitude, but it doesn't
You
keep me
do,
from
and
doing
I
my
also have an
job.
attitude.
I admit, I'd rather be on the mission. But you're the one Westridge picked, so let's get this done.
Sounds good.
The Alcimont detention camp where they got the weapon stockpiles. Anything you can tell me?
Getting satellite imagery of the area has been hard. My contacts haven't turned up
Dude,
much.
just turn on
What's
Google
the problem
Maps.
with the imagery?
It's super
Camps
easy.
remote
I can
and dug
go in the
into the
computer
side of
room
the
and do it
canyon.
myself.
Beautiful view, but lousy for spying from above.
Okay.
So there's nothing else you can
Okay,
tell
I'm just
me.
gonna go on Google Maps myself.
Guess
Okay.
this call was useless.
Now, you came to the right person. Don't get
Look,
upset.
look, there's a map
Agents
right there.
who lose their cool before they even
Look,
get out
right
of the
there.
safe
There's a map,
house
even.
Don't tend to live very long.
That a threat?
You're the only threat. You bring that temper of yours into the mission, there's bound to be a bigger explosion than you like. But trust me, I can help.
Then let's hear it.
Big
The thing
explosion.
about the camp is weather. Sandstorms are hitting the area pretty hard, which is to
Darude's
your
here?
advantage.
How?
It cuts
He's
down
here?
visibility for you and them. Oh, one other thing. They've dug in deep, with a maze of tunnels beneath the camp. If they've got any weapons down there, it's gonna be a pain getting to them.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.
Bye.
Bad intel?
No, sandstorms. They fuck with the satellite imagery. But they're great for someone moving in on foot. Lets you get in for the kill before the bad guys know you're there.
So wait for a storm, use it as cover.
That's the idea. Probably won't be that simple. But hey, that's why they sent you instead of me, right?
Buddy is like just holding a grudge. Not fair, man. Not fair. Okay. So we'll go there. Sand is quite useful. Okay. It is interesting with all other details about how it doesn't want you to actually move bodies. I would think that that would still be something that it would have be the goal. Okay. Already seeing multiple pathways here. Oh no. Oh no, I got stuck. Oh no, I got stuck on the geometry. Okay, maybe if he comes over here. Oh, and now I can't spin even. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if the shooting me gets me knocked backwards at all. Because now I can't crouch. Nope. Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Well, it looks like no preparation from Darcy could have saved me from getting stuck on this rock 4 seconds into my mission. How embarrassing for the super spy that I was supposed to be. Westbridge is going to be pissed. Mission failure. So that's been Alpha Protocol. If you want to see more of this game, please tell me in the comments down below because I am having a fun time with it. It's a bit slower than I imagined it would be, but I'm excited to see what the actual gameplay is because that first mission really is just all the tutorial stuff and setting up all the relationships, which obviously is important for an RPG style game, but is not exactly the core gameplay either. So I am curious about how this continues. If you want to get this game for yourself, I have links for it in the video's description. And in the video's description, I have a link to my Patreon where you can support these kinds of videos. If you do like these kinds of videos, please give me a like to help me with the YouTube algorithm and reaching other people who like these kinds of gameplay videos. You can also subscribe for lots more upcoming games of all sorts of genres. I have a lot planned, I have a lot recorded, and really there is a variety. And I'm having a great time exploring lots of games. Some I've played, some I've returned to, some I've never played before. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.